How many of you guys right now ready to go outside, crack some heads? All right, so that means I'm in the right place. All right, listen. Q, man, I remember when he came in. You know what I'm saying? Young, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. You know what I mean? Had all the energy, all the passion. He was going from fam to the NFL. Great opportunity was before him. One of the things that was important to me as a leader of the team, being here as a Jacksonville Jaguar, was anybody that came to the team, I felt that it was my personal responsibility to build a relationship with them, to learn about them, find out what do they like, find out what they're trying to do in life, find out where they want to go. Because I always believed and I always understood that the best type of leadership is servant leadership. Servant leadership says basically this, that it is my responsibility to support and help everybody around me. Because the more I help you, the more I support you, the higher we'll all go. Servant leadership doesn't focus on just me and my name in lights. It doesn't focus on my name in the paper. Servant leadership says how many people, at the end of the day, when somebody says, who would you attribute and say that impacted you the most? And they can say my name. Not that I need to say my name. Not that I got to tell everybody how good I am or what it is that I do, but somebody else is going to say what I did. I used to have a saying when I used to play, man, let your actions speak so loud, you ain't got to hear a word I'm saying. See, I grew up in Camden, New Jersey, man. It was 5 of us. My mom had 5 kids by the age of 23. We grew up food stamps, government cheese. We grew up all this stuff, man. Mom used to work 2 jobs, trying to do everything she could. Single parent home. My dad was, in and out of the house, substance abuse here and that and the other. He did the best he could. On one hand, the street corner, when I used to come out the house, man, was cats selling drugs. Other hand, on the other corner, man, was cats, trapping, and in gangs. Every day I walked out the house, man, I had a decision to make. I had so many people around me talk about, Donovan, you'll never be anything. You can never do anything. Look at your dad. Look at your mom. Look where you're from. You're from Camden. And so a lot of people want to attribute to me and want to tell me who I am, who I can be based off of where I'm from and what my circumstances are. If I put a microphone to any one of you guys, okay, that may be going through a situation, may be going through a tough time socially, mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever it is, somebody probably have said that about you. Somebody have tried to tear you down because of the circumstances that you're in. But I'm here to tell you, man, out of Camden, New Jersey, I believe that some of the greatest people in the world come from the toughest beginnings. So never despise your small beginnings. Never despise where you come from. I'm proud that I came from Camden. I'm proud that I used to go in the house in the morning, throughout the days after school and just check the light switch to see if electricity was on. I'm proud that I would go in the refrigerator sometime and not see anything in there. Look in the freezer and don't see a number of ice trays. I'm proud that I would go in the cabinet and didn't see nothing but beets. I didn't even really know what beets was. I'm proud that I went through that. I'm proud that, I had to walk to school all the time. When it came time for prom, I had to go around to all my family members and say, hey, can you help me get some money so I can go take somebody to the prom? I'm proud of that. I'm proud that, when I was young, I went out for the football team. I went out for Pop Warner team. I made the team, but it cost $35 to play, and we didn't have $35. So I didn't play football until it was free, till high school, 9th grade. That's when I started playing. And so I'm proud that I went through all that. I'm proud that when I was growing up, we lived in 2 shelters, domestic violence shelters. Mom and Dad used to fight. I'm proud that I went through that. I couldn't tell nobody where I lived because, again, it was protected by the government. I was proud that I was in a situation where, listen, I went from inner city Camden and went to a school in the suburbs, and they had no idea what was going on, saw people I never saw, did things I never did, all that stuff. I'm proud of that stuff. Because I'm proud of my beginnings. I'm proud of the struggle that I went through. Because everything you go through in life, gentlemen, there's a purpose to it. Everything you can ever think about. Listen, problems and adversity is not here to break you, man. It's only to make you strong. See, it's the word that we always hear all the time, the word temptation. People think it's a bad word, temptation. You know what temptation is at the end of the day? It's testing you for weakness, man. And it's testing you where you're strong at. And so right now, y'all gonna go outside to play, y'all gonna play in the football game, right? And so y'all gonna go out there, man, and granted, this team studied you, you studied this team, y'all basically going out there to play ball. They already been watching you. And there's gonna come some temptation tonight. that's going to test you for weakness. It's going to see, no matter what you say, it's going to test you for weakness. How may it come? It may come where all of a sudden, all the things you practice all week don't just go that way. All of a sudden, you might be down in score. You might be down in the score. And then what do you do from there? It's going to tempt you. It's going to test you. It's going to test you. Who are you? What do you do? Why do you do what you do? It's going to test you, okay? I already know how it is with the rivalries with the football teams. We used to have a team, we used to play against Woodrow Wilson, Camden High, Turkey Game. Cats was, back then they didn't have text message, but Cats was talking junk across everywhere. They saying this, you that, you this, that, and the other. I already know what happens. I ain't even got to ask you. I already know what's happening. I already know they've been talking junk against y'all. I know they've been getting personal. That's a natural thing. It's a test. It's a test. It's a temptation. Now, if you're strong in it, then guess what? You overcome it, you move into the next thing. But if you ain't developed yet, if you ain't passed the test yet, you're going to keep falling for the same thing over and over and over. You're going to get out in that football game and somebody going to say something about your mom. Somebody going to say something about you. Somebody may call you a B, may call you an N, may call you something. It's a test. It's supposed to happen. So you can pass the test. In school, if you don't pass 10th grade, guess what? You got to take 10th grade all over again until you learn what you need to learn so you can pass the test. Now here's the thing. To play in the NFL 10 years, gentlemen, I had to be the greatest student. The student of myself and my opponent. I had to know what they was going to do, when they was going to do it. I had to be in the mind of the offense, the mind of the offensive coordinator. So when I went out to play against them, man, I already anticipated what they're going to do. I ain't guessing. I'm anticipating based off of what I studied. But I also had to study myself. I had to know, what am I strong in? What is my strong suit? And then where am I weak at? What do I need to improve in? Now here you go. Everybody in here, if you have not examined yourself and studied yourself, what is the best thing you do? Block. What's the biggest thing that you need to improve in?
Blocking, defensive end.
Okay, so blocking is your strong suit and blocking is the weakest. So which one is it? Is blocking a strength for you or is it blocking an area improvement?
Area improvement.
Okay, how about you? What's your strong suit?
Blocking.
Blocking, what's your area improvement?
Catching.
Catching, how about you?
Spilling.
Blocking is what?
Spilling.
Spilling, and how about area improvement?
Pass rush.
All right, how about you, boss man? In the back, with the great, yes. What's your strong suit? What's your strength? Run coverage, and what's your area improvement? All right, Pastor. All right, so here we go. Watch this. You got to know that about yourself. You got to know that, and then you got to put yourself in the best situation. My rookie year was this guy's last year in the league, man. One of the best running backs of all time, Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders will make you look like a fool. Before that game, man, our defense coordinator basically said, listen, fellas, you come down, you cover your lane, you fill your run gap, and then guess what? Don't worry about if he go away, he gonna come back. Because that's just how good he was. Well, guess what? The week before that game, I was playing against the New Orleans Saints, and then I got clipped from the side and wound up hurt my knee. So I went into that game as a safety against one of the most dynamic running backs with a darn knee brace on. And so I know I'm already injured, but I got to go out there and I got to perform. See, nobody cares what's going on in your life. Nobody cares what's going on at home. Nobody on the field. Nobody cares what's going on with your family, with your relationship, with your grades. Nobody cares about that. The standard got to be here. So I had to come to that game with an injured leg. And no matter what, I had to say, well, what do I got to do? What do I know about myself to give myself the best performance? And so now, I'm out there, I'm against the best guy in the world, nobody in the stands care what I'm going through. I had to perform to the best of my ability. I had to know myself. I had to know, what do I do well? And what are the things I need to improve in? And that's how you get better. That's how you get better. You got to know, what is somebody going to tempt you with tonight? Let me ask you, I'm going to start over there. What is something that somebody can say to you that would get you to get out of your character and do something you know you shouldn't do? Yes, right there, yes. What? What can somebody say to you that'll get you all of a sudden, forget the game's plan, and just lose it? What is it?
Say something about your mama.
Okay, how about you?
Your teammates nothing.
Okay, how about you? Okay, how about you? How about you? How about you? All right, watch this. Here you go. Listen, watch this, bro. I got the playbook right here. This playbook that y'all talking about has been around for years. They know that. They know that. But if you already know it too, the fool is the one that don't do something about it. Will it happen tonight? Yes, it's going to happen. But will you be strong enough to pass the test when it does happen? That's the one I want on my team. That's the one I want to ride and die with. That's the one I want to line up with. The one that no matter how bad it gets, no matter what it looks like, you're going to stand forever. Here's the thing, man. A statue is a statue, no matter what's going on around it. A statue, no matter what the hurricane force winds, that statue is staying strong. It's committed to doing what it's supposed to do, be where it's supposed to be at. A statue, that's character. The word character means statue. That's why when you hear people talk about character, it's a statue. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to say what I'm supposed to say. I'm going to be where I need to be. I'm a statue. Character. A number. Every number and a numeric and all the numerics. The definition of it, they are characters. So that means that a 1 is a character. 1 will be a 1. Tonight, it'll be 1 at 2 in the morning. It'll be 1 tomorrow. A character never changes. Letters are characters. They don't change. What about you? What about you? What can we get you to do to change from what you're supposed to do? What can we say to you to get you to change from what you know to do? What is it? And let's deal with it in this room. So when you go out on that field, they ain't got nothing on you. You already dealt with it. Before every game, gentlemen, I had a pregame warm-up, a pregame routine that most guys like, Donovan, how in the world you do this? Why do you do it? But this was my routine. And this is my routine and why I did it, because it helped protect me against how I felt. It helped protect me against what my mindset, my emotion level was. And it made me prepare. So here's what I used to do. Every day before I went to the game, okay, before the game, I would get there 4 hours, no, actually an hour and a half, 2 hours before. I would read the magazine, I put it down, I get my clothes on. I go outside on the field, I'll run around the field 1 time. After that, I do 4 100s. Then I would do 430s as fast as I can. Then after that, I'll basically get the ladder out and I'll do 5 ladder drills. After that, I'll go through all my progressions as if I'm a safety. Okay, cover 2 versus the run. Cover 2 versus the pass. Cover 4 versus the run, cover 4 versus the pass. After I finish that, you guys, then I go back inside. I get into the hot and cold tub, do contrast. 3 minutes cold, 3 minutes hot. I do that 4 times. After I get done, I put on my clothes, I go in the weight room. Okay, I get some sets in squats, get some sets in bench press. After I do that, I go ahead and I change. I put my uniform on. Put my uniform all right there with my shoulder pads on, with my pants on, with my socks, with my gloves. Everything is right there, man. You ready to roll. Then I put this outfit on, then I go in there and I get taped up and I get stretched. Then after I do that, then I basically go inside. Then I go inside and I have the guy, you know what I'm saying, just basically doing this active stretching on me, okay, and kind of go from there. Then after that, now it's time for us to go outside. Then we're coming back in, fellas, and then here we are. I put my classical music on, the quiet before the storm. Then when I go outside, gentlemen, it's time to roll. It's time to roll. What that routine helped me do, it helped me play 10 years in the league. Because no matter what was going on, there was times I didn't feel like playing on Sunday. It was times that I was hurt. It was time that the money was funny and the change was strange. It was time that the wife was acting up. It was time that the kids was acting up. It was time that everything was going around. But the standard had to be here. It had to be here. Character. Character. What do you stand for no matter what? Tonight, what do you stand for no matter what? Deal with every situation you got to deal with right here in this room before you go out there. Before you go out there. Have one of your teammates talk about your mom so you can get that mess out so when you go out there you can dominate like you're supposed to. You can channel your passion and you can deliver the pain. You can channel your passion. Passion is suffering. Passion is a commitment against all odds, and you can deliver the pain. Then you can stand up and say, listen, man, I got to do a job, man. This ain't nothing personal. When I stepped on that field, this was my mentality, fellas. This is my mentality. I felt that the harder I played, the more I was saying thank you to God for the gifts and talents he gave me because I knew where I came from. The harder I hit somebody was the more I was thanking God for the gifts and talents I had. So that means that when I hit you in your mouth and you go on the ground, I can then pick you up and say, hey, I'll see you on the next play. And it wasn't nothing personal. This is just the way that I got to live out my character. How about you? How are you going to live your character out? How are you going to play your character? What is it going to look like? Or is somebody going to be able to say something to get you off? My encouragement to you, gentlemen, the last thing I'll say, be men of character. Understand that temptation is only testing you for strength and testing you for weakness. Don't be weighed by the storm, man. Don't be weighed by the storm. There ain't nothing new under the sun, nothing new that you'll never go through that hasn't been going all the way. I'm here to tell you. Right now, after I played 10 years in the league, right now I work for the NFL. They call me out, I work for the NFL, and right now I'm basically a program over every team in the NFL. So I went from a kid from Camden, New Jersey, didn't ever play, so now I work for the NFL. And everybody, if you ever get drafted, I'm gonna see you, and it's gonna come across my desk. I'm telling you what I know, because I know and I understand where you might wanna go. Be a man of character, gentlemen. Be men of character. Be men of character. I appreciate it, Coach, man. I wish you guys nothing but the best, man. This life lesson, it ain't just football. It's life as a whole, man. You guys gonna do well tonight as you're walking out your character, man. You guys gonna be